our homepage as well. So she's doing that, and she will be here in 2 shakes as soon as she gets that linked. I'm going to make sure that I can see all of you guys on our social, and then we're going to walk you through our fantastic new website. I cannot wait to share it with you guys, and I know that Karen won't be able to wait either. I know she's coming. I know she's coming. She'll be here just momentarily. So, you guys, we are really excited to share this with you. You can see we're not in the Facebook Live office today, or the Facebook Live studio as we like to call it. We're out here in the main creator studio here at Bead Shop. Some of you saw us going live when Emily was here this weekend. We had a wonderful live broadcast, several actually, from the studio during our open studio, and it was so great to welcome so many of you here, right here in our space. If you missed those live videos, you can go right to our YouTube channel, beadshop.com, and there's a playlist that I created with all of them. So here comes Karen.
Hello.
Here she is.
Hello.
And I'm going to have everybody,
Sorry.
we can see, that's okay, we can see everybody here. There's me. You'll be coming up here shortly. Gita is on our Facebook feed, moderating from Denmark, so she's here as beadshop.com. And then we can see everybody. I'm going to click over here and make sure that we're up and running on our YouTube channel, which we are, I believe. And Dre is over there moderating there. So, we're all here. All right, Karen, we've been waiting for this day, I'm telling you.
I've been waiting for this day forever.
You've been doing so great. It's fantastic. And of course, we've got Baranduin behind the camera, making sure that everybody can see what we're doing. So it's great to have all of you guys here. So, KK.
Yes.
KK. Yes, KK. So I know a lot of people see the fruits of your labor on the website, right? They see all the beautiful pictures you take, they see all of that, but they don't see, and you and I have had a few broadcasts together and stuff. We've done a wrap bracelet, and sometimes you peek in when you're bringing Alfie in and stuff like that.
I'm camera shy.
Well, well, so I'm super stoked that we persuaded you to come on today. So you are one of Janice's longest running employees. What are you on? Year 6? Year 7?
No.
You're 6.
No. 6.
Don't. You're 6. Don't add the years.
Yeah, don't. 6. I'm pretty sure 6.
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, so whatever that is.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit of a while. So you didn't start as webmaster.
No.
How did you start this journey with us at
beadshop.com? I did a little search online. I was actually working at Target at the time. I did a search online, and I met up with Drea and Brittany, and I started off in...
No, Drea. Not
Drea. Sorry, Drea.
Nicole.
Brittany, Nicole, and Janice.
And Janice, yeah.
Brittany's the one that interviewed me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Drea. And I started off in fulfillment.
Yeah.
And shipping, and it was just the two of us, Brittany and I, in the back. And that was...
you were at Janice's house then, right?
Small little thing. I can't believe we fit all of this in there.
I know, right?
And that was a couple of years, I believe, and I saw Nicole working up in the front, and she did all the photography and all the web stuff. And at that time, so now I'm on my 3rd iteration of the site. 3, you guys.
Yeah, it's three times.
Versions of the site. And, it always, I wonder what Nicole is doing. And, time went on, and Nicole actually is the one that kind of paved this way for me. Because when I started, I had no idea that I was going to be doing the photography and the look and feel. You didn't really do a lot of the web. You didn't even do web design. No, I mean, I went to school for it,
right?
But especially not photography. So pretty much everything I know, I learned from Nicole, and so I'm forever grateful for having my time with her. And so she trained me, and we actually had one other person come before me, and I was like, I can do better than that. So Janice was like, okay, here you go.
Here you go.
And just kind of
Threw
threw me in there. Yeah.
That's
And
great.
here we are.
And it was either sink or swim, and
Yeah.
you like swam
Yeah.
is what you did.
Well, because we want to bring you guys the best product, the best experience when you're shopping, and with technology, it's always changing, and so we kind of have to change with it. So we really wanted to keep, that feeling like you're in a bead shop.
Right, exactly.
And I think that's what sets us apart from all the other shops.
Whoops.
Well.
So someone's also calling right here.
Yes.
Can you hear me answer the phone? Chris is going to turn it down. He just ran in. There we go.
So yeah, not to toot
Thank
our
you.
own horn, but I think we just do a fantastic job.
I do too. I think
Yeah.
you do a fantastic job. I think we all, from the website to choosing the products to, I don't know, to this, to shipping, to everything. We really try and make that experience like a hometown bead shop from across the miles. So you were saying this is your third iteration of the website, right?
Yes.
So,
the one we're currently on, second one, and as you can see, it's a bit different.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I was going to mention our current website that we have. You guys will still see that for, I don't know, maybe in a few more days. We're going to probably, this switch over will happen sometime next week. And so stay tuned to your newsletters because we'll tell you exactly what day we're going to switch. Can you lift that and put it down there?
And I want to say thank you to our design team and to everyone out there, especially the design team. They really helped me and Kate hone in on those changes and just all the little things that you guys are always asking for, and really made this all come together. So
the design team did a lot of beta testing on the website, which was an invaluable help. Then we gathered the team here also and did some testing, and a few of you out there have seen it already as well. So we really, this is building a new website is not for the faint of heart.
No, it's a
Karen.
lot of communicating, a lot of going back and forth, a lot of changes. Even with our logo, Janice did a beautiful job. So when you guys see the new site, please just appreciate the little detail. That was hand done. In watercolor.
And watercolor, And you guys saw that on the big reveal when Janice and I did it, and we'll point it out here on the site. But Janice did the watercolors for that. And I wanted to mention this. Marianne's watching us, one of our bead table members, or Mary Ellen, I'm sorry, not Marianne. Mary Ellen, I know you're Mary Ellen. She said, and I think you'll like this, Karen, some websites are so overwhelming and confusing, but not yours. It makes me feel so calm and happy when I shop. I'm sure it will be even better now. Let's find something else.
No, Kate's trying to make you cry on camera.
Right? Okay. And Karen is, Karen, you are magical and gorgeous. Everybody is saying, Karen, how magical and gorgeous you are. Magical, it's true. Karen's magical.
Oh, God. I'm such a sap. Oh, goodness gracious.
I love this. It's like she's getting her Emmy. I'm going to cry with you, too.
Just
all right.
Pat, don't rub.
Let's turn this, let's us turn around and let's take a look at the website and see what we've got. Brandon's going to get up nice and tight here. I'm going to get out of the way for just, whoops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit that for just a second.
And you guys, I hope I'm not too loud. If you ever have you see anything, you can always email me or say, hey, Karen, something's not right. With the site, or I noticed this. I know a few of you already do that, but shoot me an email. I'm always by the computer. A little bit crooked, but still.
No, it looks great. So, Karen, let's, as Brandon makes that nice and even, I think you guys will be able to see it. We're going to use our famous pointers, like this. You can take that little tip off. Also, over on the, in your newsletters this morning, Karen and I were doing a little bit of last minute work last night on the site, And so the link to my staff picks was changed. So in the newsletter, sorry, my big head went in the way there. In the newsletter, it's not linked correctly, but we'll show you how to get to the staff picks as well. I'll show you on the old site. Essentially, you go to the home page, click on staff picks in the nav bar, and you'll see everybody's photo come up, and that's how you click on mine. Okay. I also wanted to say, Michelle says to you, Karen, she's been working in the IT field over 30 years with web design background, and Karen and the team have done a phenomenal job.
Thank you so much.
I love this. This is going to be our accolades, our tooting our own horn broadcast today.
And you know, that's not to say that there won't be some bumps in the road. There are going to be a lot of more changes to come. So, you know, for the first few week or so months, whatever.
We're going to have maybe a few little issues.
Yeah. Oopsies. Oh, what's happening? Was that just a caught up?
When Kate stood up.
Yeah, sorry about that, Brandon.
That's all right.
Oh,
I'm just trying to figure out if I can do something where I can get the bottom to balance with the top. But
I just have to make sure that this. I remember that's not real
yeah,
time.
there is a little bit of a time delay.
Oh, I'm so happy that you all love this site. I was stressing hardcore, so it makes me really happy, and it warms my heart to hear that you guys like what you see so far.
Okay, so sorry, my head. Sorry, we're kind of running around here in the background. All right, so let's. I have a little list here, and we're just going to start with the home page. Now, we've got on this homepage, Karen, you've done. Why don't I talk and you do a little mousing, I suppose.
Okay.
And I'll do some pointing. So you can see we've got a new navigation bar. Sorry, I'm going to try and keep my head out of the shot here. But the new navigation bar, I don't know, can you get it any tighter in there, Bran, or not?
Your head is not in the shot.
Okay, no, while I was seeing myself in the shot a little bit. Right here is the navigation bar. Right here. So as you go across, you can see that there's pull downs that come, and we've got our home page, of course. Then we've got shop, new arrivals, sale, and sale is going to have where our closeouts and overstocks are, as well as when we have category sales. They're also going to be here. So right now on our current site, sometimes you see the sale tab is empty, but the sale tab now will always be populated with stuff that is on sale. Live broadcasts, they'll be really easy to find. You'll be able to find the archive for Bead Shop Live and for Free Tip Friday is there. Projects, wait till we get to this, you guys. You're going to lose your mind. We've got learning here. And we've taken, if you remember our old product page, had all of this other learning in it as well. It had our skill builders buried in there, the Stitchionary, Seed Bead School. We have a link to our YouTube, and we're going to look at archive projects and what that means. Gift cards when you want to buy your significant other or tell your significant other that you want a gift card. It's right up there and up in front. And rewards balance. You can see we still have on this side, like on the current site, when you shop your VIB and you look at your rewards points, there's this little tab. This little tab is actually going to go away on the side here, and you're going to be able to check your rewards balance right here. So up at the top, also the top nav bar, you can see there's a couple of more things. We have up here at our top banner, right now we have our current Rose 20 code going on for the month, and it's 20% off all orders, $50 or more. So all of that info will stay up at the top, and loyalty points or whatever will happen, these might switch around a little bit as well, but the nav banner will still be there, okay? And then we've got some ways to find us. There's the help, and that goes to customer service and our FAQs. Click on customer service for me, Karen. Where does that go? So you guys can see that you'll be able to email us right from there. And when I say us, I mean Drea. Right? So that contacts right to Drea. And you can see here, there's also a little listing for our FAQ page, general FAQ, shipping FAQ, VAB rewards FAQ, our address if you're shipping anything, all that kind of stuff there. Okay. So the other help that's there is, again, our big FAQ page. And so if you're looking for information about us, there's a lot of questions that are answered here. Okay. And then over here on this side, on the other side of our beautiful logo that Janice did for us, we've got Wishlist, which we're going to talk about in a second. Log in for your account. This search bar, let's search for something. Karen, what do you reckon? Let's search for, I don't know, one of... Yeah, Briolette's one of your favorites. So you can see our live search is still there. And you can click on it. And there it is. Look at that project page.
You guys, yeah.
Karen's going to start crying again.
I love how clearly you can see the pictures now. It's just, it's nice and juicy, and you can zoom in and see all the little detail. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And the add to wish list, it's still here. It's also at the bottom. So you have 2 places to add it. And I know you wanted to talk about that.
Oh yeah, and we're going to talk about sharing and tweeting and pinning in just a second. So it looks great. So let's go to the nav bar.
You can go back home.
Yeah, let's go back home. Okay. You can also, did you guys know, so there's the cart if you wanted to see if you have anything in your cart. And if you're shopping in different currencies, you can change the currency converter on your on the site. So let's we'll come back to the nav bar in a second, but let's scroll down the home page. Okay. As you scroll down the home page, you're going to see what we have, what we're calling now trending now. Trending now is, what is it? It's just all the just in. So the very most recent things that Karen has added, like the things that we added yesterday. And I'm going to show you these a little more up close and personal. But let's say we wanted to order that. You saw it and you're all, I want to order that wheel right now. All you do is click on it. There it is. It takes you right to it. Okay. Look at that photo, you guys. And there you can make it bigger, really see the detail. It's great. And I also wanted to mention, you know, Janice does most of our, I want to say product descriptions, I guess. And she usually puts like the sizes and stuff in them. So if you don't always read the description here, Janice, you never know what Janice is going to throw in there, what pearl of wisdom, literally. But most of our products always have the dimensions here, and like the inner hole diameter of the shank, it's 1.8 millimeters, so we know that a 1.5 leather will go through. So there's a lot of info that happens here. If you don't have a millimeter gauge, you guys, or you don't have a way of measuring that 27 millimeter, get yourself a digital caliper like we have here on Bead Shop, so you can work with that as you're ordering. So let's go back to the homepage, KK, and let's keep looking at it. We're going to continue to scroll down. These are our featured collections. And Karen, you want to talk about these guys a little bit?
Well, so when we do have those, special category sales, you can just click right on over and it'll take you directly to that page. So, for example, shop buttons. And we still have our filtration system on the side over here, which we're always aiming to improve and add new things, and we hear you guys loud and clear when you want to search by cuts or finishes or anything like that. So
let's search these buttons since we're on here. So Karen, I'm going to say let's go under view more, this guy right here. I think I want to look at all of our glass buttons, please.
Okay.
Yay. And I want to... Oh, those are on there. They shouldn't be.
Yeah.
We're not having reviews.
Don't, yeah.
Just ignore them.
Yeah.
So keep scrolling down. I want them to be large. So I guess we only have large ones. And I'd like to see what we have in blue.
Well, blue, green.
Blue. I think blue.
Just blue.
Yeah. And maybe I want to see what we also have in green. And maybe blue-green.
Okay.
There we go. So see, you can use those side, I guess we call them the filtrations, I guess. Right?
Filters.
The filters. So you can see, so if I didn't want to see the blues, I'm just going to exit right out. And maybe I don't want to see anything but purple. Do we have any purple glass buttons? We'll find out.
Let's close those out.
And go to purple. And we do. We have a couple there. Oh, there they all are. Bam. Great. And I want to see, I want that one. So I can click on it, and then I can just add it to cart. So let's add it to the cart for fun. Okay, there we go. And you can see once you add it to cart, you get this big pop-up. And if we have any instructions that you want to tell us, you can click them here. But they can also add order notes before they check out. Is that right, Karen?
That is this page right here.
This page. Okay. Okay.
Because then this will take
goes to checkout. So when you add, like if you're going to Vintage Finds and we've added Vintage Finds and you want to say, I want blue greens or I want whatever it is, you'll add those instructions right here. Okay, but we'll close out of that. And let's keep going back to the home page. Oh,
one more thing. When you add, it now updates.
Right.
So you can see... And it also updates up here,
right?
So you know just what's in
how
your
much,
cart.
and you can see how much 4 of these would be before any discounts or coupons or whatever.
Yeah.
Great.
And then
okay.
Okay.
So let's go back home. Oh, we also have, you guys, which you didn't have before. Do you want to explain what these guys are called and
our
what?
little breadcrumbs. So it's just a breadcrumb trail of you know how you got to the page that you were on. So. You know, you're on this purple pansy button now, say for whatever reason, you didn't know it was a button or maybe you found it through a project. You can just click the link right before it and it should take you right back to
that page.
Yeah.
And Ginger is saying we're woefully lacking in purple buttons. Of course we are, Ginger. Of course, because we know those are your favorite. All right, so let's go back to the home page. You can always go back home by clicking home or clicking on the logo up top. So let's continue our walk down the home page here. We've got what we're calling exciting extras. What happens here, Karen?
So we have our color collection. We have our monthly mixes, which we have taken out of the beads and gems now. So this will be a permanent home for now. And we also have our staff picks here.
So color collection, I know a lot of you shop by color collection, but if you don't, let's click on it, Karen. This is where you guys, when you start to play around with a project or trying to play around with creating your own colors, this is a great way to shop by color. So you and I both love silver, right? Let's click on silver. Here's everything we have in silver. Now, as we scroll up here, we can sort by, you can sort by different items.
And I'm also going to add
filtration
to these pages, you guys.
So you can sort this way, but Karen will also have filtration like buttons or clasps or whatever that would be. So you'll be able to filter those out too, which is going to be super exciting, I think. So let's go back to the home page here. And of course, you'll be able to see all of our monthly mixes. And so monthly mixes are there. And you can click on them and you'll see the thing with monthly mixes. We'll click on those. You'll see everything. A lot of our monthly mixes, of course, you guys get sold out because they're only up for a month. But Karen, let's sort it by, if we sort up here, let's sort by newest to oldest. Can we do that? New to old. There we go. So you can see what our latest one, you guys all know this Golden Gate Fog. But let's go back to, where's the product? Yeah, the list. Let's go to Allie's, the one before this.
Okay.
Kaleidoscope. Let's click on, or it was Ocean View, but it doesn't matter. There. So here is Kaleidoscope. And remember, if you want to buy the individual tubes from this mix, they're all listed here. Okay? So, and we do have plans to bring a few of those monthly mixes back. So everybody hang tight.
And when we do, sign on right
Sign on, yeah. So this is also something, this out of stock. If you encounter something, and you know, Janice's mom would say, Lydia would always say that this is, you know, we're not a museum. We're here to get beads in and get beads out. So beads turn over pretty quickly here at beadshop.com. But if you see something that's out of stock, and we always have things that are out of stock because there's no actual way to keep the store stocked 100% of the time. Always go right here. Every product page, if it's not available, you can put your name right on the email address and hit notify me. And as soon as we put something back in stock, you'll get an email that says, hey, this is back in stock. But also, let's say that, Karen, I loved this so much, I wanted to add it to a wish list. So now see here, we've hit view wish list. If you're not logged in already, you can go ahead and log in. So I'm going to log in, and I'm going to log in here as, let's see, I think it was Betty Beater at gmail.com. You sign up with your email address, and you put in your password. It's very secret, and I go log in. Okay. Was I right? Did I do it right?
Did you do it?
I think so. Log in. I think so. Continue as guest. Betty Beater at Gmail. Let me make sure. I had it all. Up on mine. Sorry, you guys. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing here. Let me try this. Oops. Whoops. Let's see. Cindy was saying it would be nice to add to wish list without having to open the whole page.
Okay.
Well,
that's something I could add a little heart on the...
Yeah. Let me see. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to try and log into the account that I just made. Hang on a second.
And you guys, I will take notes as we go through this broadcast. So if you have any ideas, please put them in the comments and we'll try to catch all of them.
I thought that was right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to...
You want to make a new email account?
Hang on. Let's just create a new account.
Yeah, create an account.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Because then we'll show you how to do that as well. So let's call this Betty. We'll do another one. Oh, that's me. I have the keyboard.
I don't have
Betty.
the keyboard, Kate.
Mouse me down. Last name. Beater the second.
And then
I'm going to make a password. There we go. And we're not a robot. We don't want that. We're not a robot.
I didn't even realize we had all
Yeah,
this
we
in
did.
here.
Yeah, look at that.
I hate these things.
I do too.
Traffic. Are those traffic
I don't know.
lights?
Is that a traffic light? I
don't
think so.
know.
Let's try that.
Okay, no.
Okay, there we go. It's much bigger. That one. Let's see. Verify. And bam.
Submit.
Okay. So we did it.
Submit. Okay.
Okay.
Home.
So,
Now
home.
what page? What were we on? Monthly mix?
Monthly mix.
Okay, and then we did new to old.
Uh-huh.
And it was actually ocean view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we want to add this to our wish list,
Mm-hmm.
which I just did, and you can see it says
View wish list. Mm-hmm. And so, Karen, let's name this wish list. We're going to add this note because you guys, you can make, sorry, I hit the camera. You can make multiple wish lists.
Mhm.
So I'm going to call this wish list monthly mix. Oh, I have the thing. Sorry. Monthly mix. I have the keyboard. All
See,
right.
it changed it right there.
Okay. And I'm going to add a note about this monthly mix. I'm going to say mixes. Whoops. Mixes that I wish Bead Shop would have again. Period. There we go. Okay. And now let's say that
I can even add a note about
you could
this
note about
specific-
this. So if I want to add a note, and I'm going to say this one, I am going to make the wrap bracelet
Yeah, let me-
going. Let me fix that. Going to make a sea dive wrap with this mix. Bam. So there's my note. Okay.
Mhm.
And then I want to also, so if I hit share, I'm going to email this to my friend. You're going to shorten the link. And you could share it, you could email it, you could print it, you could do whatever you wanted. Okay? We're going to talk about Pinterest in a second because this is another way that it's pretty powerful. But so there's my wish list. Okay?
Okay. New one.
And yeah, so we're going to make a new one. And I can make a new wish list that says, maybe I want to make, let me find a
I did
project.
get a question about the wish lists that people currently have on the website. Will they transfer to the new site?
Yes,
Yeah, they should. Mm-hmm.
and we can see what's on your wish list.
We can?
So yes.
I had no idea.
So maybe Santa Claus will come.
You never
visit
know. Oh
some
my
people.
gosh. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Let's name this one, Karen. I want to make I'm going to call this one Stones of Wisdom.
Okay.
So, oh, you're all okay. So type it. If I knew how to type, Wisdom, Richburg.
Great.
There we go. So there's my next one. So I don't have anything there now.
Do you want to try searching for it?
So let's search for, yeah, what happens if we search Stones of Wisdom,
I
the
don't know.
project?
Let's hope it comes up.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Let's click.
well, there's a few ways,
Right.
you guys.
So
So
let's look at it here.
we could click it here,
Mm-hmm.
which it actually pulls up the
The
project.
whole project, right? And so let's see. Is there a Stones of Wisdom recipe, Karen?
Yep.
All right, let's go to the recipe. And all right, I want to choose for my Stones of Wisdom. I want to choose some stone rounds. I want to start there.
Okay.
6 millimeter. So I know I need a strand of stone rounds. I'm going to use that Angelite. And I'm going to add that to my wish list. View wish list. And I can move it. Don't I move it to...
Well,
oh.
it already added it in there.
Oh, it added it. Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
But if you wanted
So-
to move it to
Yeah,
monthly
we
mix,
could
you
move it to monthly mix. We could. So great. So I'm going to go back to, yeah, there it is right there. Oh, I spelled our monthly mix is kind of goofy. But let's go back. Would we use the back button to go back here?
You could click the back button.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't any breadcrumbs for this process, unfortunately. But
And so we'll go back, we'll hit the back button again. And maybe one more time. And now I'm going to add, I don't know, some 4 millimeter rounds. Let's do that. And I'm going to add the 4 millimeter Angelite too. And we'll just add it to the wish list. Then we can view the wish list. And we can see, so my Stones of Wisdom wish list is starting to shape up. Now, once I have this all populated, you guys, I can move all this to my cart when I'm ready to buy it.
Add to cart.
So there it is, done and done. Let's go back to the shop page real quick, Karen. Or no, to the home page, sorry, because we haven't gone all the way down, I don't think.
No.
We got a little distracted.
There's a lot.
There is a lot. And can you choose, so which wish list, I'll get back to that, choosing which wish list you want to add it to. Can we choose which one? Or maybe it's because I made...
I think it's because you made it...
The latest one?
You made it the latest one.
Okay. We'll add something else. Let's see if we can do it. So let's scroll down. Karen's adding that to her bug list. And Ellen wants to know, is it possible to add a way on the wish list to choose more than one item at a time?
So
if we're on the product, so let's go to the shop page and let's go to check glass because it's right there. Can we add to wish list from this page? We can't.
That was another question someone else had. So what I'd aim to do, you all, it would be to have a little heart maybe at the bottom, so you could just run through and add it to your wish list. Add.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for that.
Let's see if we can do that. Make that happen.
Okay. So let's go back home and let's scroll down. We've got all of our social media links there. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, our blog, Insta, Pinterest, and Twitter. And I promise I'm getting to Pinterest soon. We have our Instagram feed, and you'll see a lot of our Instagram feed is populated by our Brandwin, and she does such a great job with all of these photos. Some of these Instas are shoppable as well. So if we clicked over on the photo, it should take us, right to our Insta feed right here. And you can see, if you don't follow us over on Insta, you should.
And I know this is going to be confusing sometimes. It does open in a new tab.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, where did my page go?
Opens in the new tab.
And I do tag those products when I can, so if there's something you really like, you should be able to go straight to it.
Great. And Mary is asking, can you save out of stock items to the wish list? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And Whitney Studios is also asking, did you put an add all to the wish list to add all items to your cart at one time?
Not yet.
Is that possible?
Whitney.
Maybe. Karen will put it on her list. Yes. I don't know if our wish list program allows for that, but it would be so good if we could. Then, of course, we've kept, you want to close your preview again. We still have our editorial here, and the editorial is by Alfie, and the watercolor is by Janice. All right. And there's our newsletter sign up right there. And you click and you sign up for it right there. And do remember, you guys, that your newsletter information or your email addresses, we take your privacy very, 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 very seriously. So we don't lend or give away or sell or whatever any of your email addresses from this. I keep our newsletter, your emails, very those are like sacred to me, because I hate signing up for one newsletter and then getting a newsletter from like 12 different people. So
Marriott Hotel.
Right. We're looking at you. So we keep all of that information very private. So and as we scroll down, there's a lot more information at the footer. So you can see our website, our email address, right to Drea, and under customer care, our FAQ, our information about shipping. And one of the cool things that Karen has done about shipping is it in there yet? The chart?
So for sure it's, let's go to product. And I'm still working on this, so bear with me. We're going to have a chart that pulls up.
So you'll see all of the shipping methods, how much they cost, all of that kind of stuff, the shipping and arrival time. So we added this really cool, you know, it has all of that information in it, so you'll be able to see that as well. Okay. So let's go back to the footer. People want to know if they can add Alfie to the wish list, and they love prints. Maybe we'll have print. You know, merch is coming, and I love that you love that Alfie print. So hang tight, you guys, because it would be nice to have that. Everyone loves that Alfie watercolor. It's so good. Bonnie says something, and I would like to address this real quick. She says, your website's already amazing, but this makes it the best. Thank you, Bonnie. She says, I wish all out-of-stock products could be at the end of a category. That would make it easier for her. Let's talk about that just real quick. Scroll down so we're looking at Alfie while we're talking about this real quick. There we go. So we had that.
We did. For a short while, we had everything that was sold out moved to the back end, but as
to the bottom
of the list. But I was thinking, for those people that may not know, hey, I saw this product here, you know, last week.
Like for shadows, for instance.
Shadows.
Let's say if all the shadows together are on the website. One goes out of stock, like the brass shadows. It goes down to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, if you don't know to look on the last page and you just think we're out of stock, you can't even sign up for it at that point. So we're working on a way to solve this issue.
And when the thing that was the deal breaker for us was when product went back into stock, that item still stayed on the last page.
Yes.
It didn't bounce back to its old position. So we're trying to balance out of stock items so you don't see out of stock, but also not screwing up the order of the website. So that's what's going on there. So we're working on it. That's a fix we're trying to implement. So thank you for that out of stock filter. So and I don't know, can you make a filter that says in stock and out of stock?
I know on the search feature in this area, I'm sure you could search in stock. I'm not too sure about out of stock, but
Karen's going to add it to her list. Okay. So going down to the very, and you know, I know Ginger's saying the new product in Justin that sold out should be moved out of that. We try and keep up on it, but everything on the site is kind of linked to everything else. So Justin actually pulls from another area. So, but we're working on it. So thank you for that, you guys. We appreciate your feedback on it, and we know that's something that bugs us too, because I don't like to see anything out of stock. But it does, be reassured, when I see things that say sold out, I am on it fast to get them back into stock for you. So I know that it frustrates me as much as it frustrates you. So so scroll down, let's go back all the way. The Alfie print is a hit, Karen. I think we have to get some Alfie prints. Our baby. So we still have things in the footer, and it talks about, you know, you can find other things like this there as well. So that's the home page. That's it. Let's go to projects, shall we? Well, and you can see here under shop. You want to talk about this real quick?
We basically just broke everything down. You could click on individual collections, or you can, you know, if you want to see all of the pictures the way it was on the old site, you can just click on the main header right here, and it'll bring you right on back. So we still have some elements of the old site, so not everything has changed.
It looks great. And then when you click on them, they just go, and you'll be able to, I mean, look at these photos, you guys. click on this lapis and bronzite bib for me, would you? Look at that photo. Look how big. It's so good. I love them so much.
Yeah.
They're so awesome. Gita just screamed, I love that drop down, Karen. She loves the big drop down.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you so much. I was worried that would be a lot, but
we love it. So we had to make some decisions, and we didn't want like 5 million categories here. So the main beads and gems, string and materials, cords, components and findings, tools and supplies. Then things get, then we have the different categories under those main categories. So, yeah. Karen's thinking.
Could, just for the navigation, because it came up with I could do the inspect thing and make it mobile so people could see how to do it.
Oh.
If you want.
Make it mobile.
So they could see the
what
mobile version.
I'm going to have you do mobile in a minute.
Okay.
We'll do that. But thank you for bringing that up. Let's go to live broadcasts. You can see if we click on Bead Shop Live, it'll bring us to all of the live products. Oh, how meta. There we are. You can see this is where you can watch it right on our site, right? And when we're not live, this goes away.
Yes.
All right. But then all of the live broadcasts are down here. And we can go also to our Free Tip Fridays. And there's all the Free Tip Fridays right there. And they just click right on.
You click it and it just pops up
and it pops and you can play it.
Or you can even click the title and it should take you to our tape page.
Great. And then you guys, just wait. Karen, click on projects.
Yeah. Okay.
Here goes.
Well, do you want to click on projects or you want to
go? Let's go. So what we've done. So talk about the drop down.
Okay. So
we know that projects have been kind of a pain in the butt.
They've been a pain, and this is not an end all fix, but we're trying to make it as easy as possible for you ladies. So we have separated out by project type. So now you're able to shop by earring projects, by bracelet projects, by necklace projects. You could also shop by technique, which if you go to technique, it'll take you to
loom work, lettering, leather and cords, macrame, stringing, knotting, wire work, lookbook, and seed bead school or bead weaving is there, right?
I think seed bead school is under learning.
Yeah, under learning. So projects, let's see. I want to make some earrings, Karen. Look, you guys. Here's all the earrings. I want to make specifically lantern earrings, Karen. Yes, there it is. Okay. So if you just clicked the projects, everything would be up like they used to be.
Same way.
Right? Same way. No big. They're all there, and they're kind of in order by broadcast. But you also have the way. What's in everything else? Show us what everything else. I want to see what's in everything else. What's in everything else? So here's all of our kind of random things we've got, like some wire things, holiday things, bead embroideries there, the monthly mix projects, all of this. So it's all kind of things that don't fit into those other categories will be here. Now let's go over learning. We also have a lot of ways to learn on the site. So you guys know that on our skill builders used to be buried in projects, right? But now if you click on skill builders, look, they're all there. How to do the infinity stitch, tricks to leather, the Stittionary, rosary loops, and you keep going down and there they all are. Secure a project to a project tray. So all of kind of the basics that you need to know are there, right? What else is under learning, Karen? the Stitchionary, which also is in the Skill Builder.
Mhm.
But if you click on Stitchionary, if you guys don't know it, that talks a lot about our cords and what they are and what they do, that kind of thing. So that's a great tool to use. And then archive projects. Let's talk about those for a second. These are what used to be known as our class handouts. And these archive projects will not only include like projects that are no longer current on the website, they'll come to live here. But these are also our class handouts from our brick and mortar store. So some of these were from way back when I worked at Bead Shop in the brick and mortar. And if you click, so let's go to, Karen, I'd like to make the tin cup necklace. I'd like to see what that's all about. So you can see this is an old, you know, the copy may even be kind of out of date, right?
Mhm.
But I want to go and I want to download that PDF. You go here and you can see, there it is, it loads. It's the actual handout that we'd give out in class. And you can go ahead and save it or print it. And you can follow along the class handout like our students used to. And so some of these class handouts are just, you know, are there for you guys to use. Okay, so the archive projects are kind of a fun way to kind of see past projects. They may or may not still apply to what we carry here in the shop online, but they're great informative projects or class handouts to have. If you haven't downloaded Janice's Tricks to the Trade, her classic, do it. Okay?
And not even, we also have marketing your jewelry, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
everything is...
Yeah, that marketing class was a
Mhm.
great one. That was one that Janice and I developed way back in brick and mortar. What's that one? Photographing your jewelry. Great. Perfect patterning. Great. So a lot of these are really fun that you can just download. And again,
I love
they
this
may or may
one.
not, advanced tricks of the trade. So it's great. It's really great. And then also learning, you can see Learn on YouTube. It links right over to our YouTube channel.
I'll put that in.
Okay. And you can see we're live now. You can see that. But you can also see there's so much learning. And I went in, and if you go to playlists, I added some new playlists to our channel. You can see I was referring to that Open Studio playlist, which is here. All the Free Tip Fridays are here. All our live videos. When Janice and I were at Bead and Button 2018, our bead retreat, back when Grace went to Turkey from the Grand Bazaar, and then live from Bead and Button 2017. So as our playlists, what I need to make a playlist for is our old tutorials, like Brittany's tutorials. We need to make a playlist for like Skill Builder tutorials, I think. I'm going to add that to my list. That needs to happen. So, so that goes to YouTube. Also in learning, we have Seed Bead School, and that's all of Emily's Seed Bead School projects that she's done here, which is cool. So we thought we'd add it there. Also, under learning, when we have classes that are going online, or we'll also have our class schedule that's going to be here at the studio, that will also appear here, but it's not here yet. Okay. Then gift cards and your rewards. When you click that, what happens there? Is it linked already? Yeah. And so you know your loyalty points, you can, how you earn them, and the amount that you have. Okay. And that's it. Let's talk about, I want to talk about Pinterest real quick. Okay. So let's go to a project, Karen. And let's go to the dancer since it's right there. Let's go to Dragon Dance.
We didn't talk about this.
Yeah,
but-
so let's talk about the project real quick. Here it is.
Here it is. And so a new, something you guys may notice, our tabs are no longer there. So we don't have the About tab anymore. That is now right down here. You click this little arrow and it drops down all this information. And our video, you could either click the arrow to slide right on over, or you could click this little icon right here and just switch back and forth between the two.
And it's really visual, this one now. Can you see how when you shop for product or product for the projects, it's just all right there. It's not hidden anywhere. So
It's not one at a time.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the project page. So let's go to another project page just so you can see. Let's just go to projects.
Okay, let's just go to projects.
Yeah.
I'm just...
And let's go to the Lariat that everyone's familiar with Janice's. So her watch over project. So you can see what we used in the video. It's all there, and you can see what's in and what's out, and then what you need, the quantity you need. But it also has the quantities that you need there. And then the project maps are still here too, Karen, right? They're down at the bottom, as usual, per usual. So I'm going to make, let's scroll back up here. And I really love, let's scroll up here so I can make sure it's in. I really love this matte teal. So I'm going to, I want to click on it. And not only am I going to add it to a wish list, and I'm going to view that wish list. Let's see what wish list that went on. That
So
actually,
it went to the current
it did
one.
go to Kurt. So I'm going to move it.
So maybe you should make your new
I'm going to
list
make a new
first.
list. So I'm going to call this,
Pinterest?
no, I'm going to call this Janice's Lariat. What Lariat? It's called Watch Over.
Watch over.
Oh, that's me. Sorry. Karen's all, you've got to type it in. There we go.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to my lists, I guess.
Actually, I wonder if... Oh, yes. Yeah, see, I'm having...
I've got a monthly mix. Was it there? No, it was under Stones of Wisdom, sorry. I'm going to move that
To watch over.
to Watch Over. And I'm going to click on Watch Over. So I guess it's the current active list. So if you make a list, the most recent one is the default. So let's go back to Watch Over. If I click on this, will it go to the product? It will, won't it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the product. Now, I also, so let's say that I want to make some mood boards. Like, I love ADOTs. Okay, ADOTs I like, and maybe I want to compare them. So I'm going to start a Pinterest board with this. So click pin. See there? And if you guys don't know Pinterest, and I have my Pinterest already open. So let's click on the Pinterest over here. I'm logged in. If you guys aren't on Pinterest, this is my personal one. If you're not on Pinterest, get on Pinterest. I have literally, and you can scroll, yeah, I'll scroll down. I have made Pinterest boards for everything that I love. All right, and you can follow me. It's just Kate Richburg. We also have one for Bead Shop, beadshop.com, our Pinterest board. And so you can see I just have all stuff that I love here. And I'm gonna make, you can make a new Pinterest board a couple of ways, okay? I'm gonna make a new Pinterest board here. I'm gonna create a board. And I'm gonna call this Bead Shop ADOT beads. Or no, I'm not gonna even do that. I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna call it something else. I'm gonna call it my original wrap bracelet. Okay? I don't want it to be secret. I'm just gonna create it. Okay? So here it is. There's no pins in it yet. I love how find some ideas for this board, and look, bead shop projects. That's a bead shop project right there, I think, that comes up. It's very funny. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to click out of that for a second. I'm going to close it. Now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to pin this. And I think it'll go to my boards, and I think I called this my original wrap bracelet. So I'm going to pin it there. Okay. So now maybe I'm shopping around and I'm like, well, I kind of like metal beads for this. Maybe I want to see how this squash blossom one might look in it. So I'm going to pin it there. I'm going to go to, and it's already defaults to this one, so I'm going to save it. So it's gone there, and now I'm going to, let me use the breadcrumbs to go back to metal beads. And maybe, I don't know, I love this faceted barrel. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pin it to my board. So essentially, you guys, I'm making a mood board of a wrap bracelet that I might want to try. Maybe I want to compare. I'm going to go back and shop, and I'm going to go, hey man, let me go to Japanese seed beads and put a few more. I love this matte opaque luster. Maybe I want to make something that's blue-ish. So I'm going to pin that one onto that, my original wrap bracelet. And I'm going to look at, and I'm not even paying much attention. I like this nickel one in an 11/aught. I'll pin that. So let's take a look at what the board looks like now. Okay, so let's see this. So if I go to my pins, come on, let me refresh it. There it is. So can you see how now I'm starting to compare all of my pins here, and I can see, oh, this is shaping up. So let's see, I think I need some leather. So I'll go back here and I'll go to leather, I'll go to cords, I'll go to leather. I'll choose a couple of leather, I don't know, let me sort it, because I know I want, can we sort by, here it is, size. I want 1.5 millimeter. There's that. And maybe I like the looks of this rose. I don't know. Pin it. And I'm going to pin it there.
Can you also create a board from that page?
I can. Let me show you that. Let me go back to leather. 1.5. Let me create a board from this pin. Let me say, oh, you know what? I love this distressed light brown. I'm going to pin it, but maybe I don't want it on that board. I want it on a new board. I'm going to create it, and I'm going to call it my wrap brace. Whoops, if I didn't hit the thing. Wrap bracelet number 2. Okay, it's not secret, and I'm going to create it. Okay, so I can make a pin, do that pin right there, like that as well. So Karen and I, this came out from Karen and I searched and searched for a mood board to actually add directly to our site.
Oh, now we're back on this site.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Oh, sorry, Karen.
You're fine.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's see. You guys are going to get a sneak peek of the back end, I guess.
Here, we can kind of look at me. Shall I look at me?
Yeah, look at you.
Look at me.
Second.
There we go. I'll move it here. So can you see me okay? Am I really super close? There we are. Sorry, that was my fault.
You saw nothing.
You saw nothing. You've seen nothing. But we wanted a mood board on the bead shop site, and Karen and I looked and looked and looked
And still looking.
and I was like, you know what? I wish we had something that worked like Pinterest. And I'm like, well, maybe we just teach people how to use Pinterest with the website. And so each of those products has a pin where you can just pin it right to your board. And if you log into Pinterest beforehand and you have a browser tab open in the same window as you're working on, it'll just start to pin right to your own Pinterest things.
I think that works across, even when you're searching.
All platforms.
So if you're on Google,
Mm-hmm.
you could just pin stuff and
Mm-hmm.
have a field day.
So do you want to show people what it looks like on mobile?
Yes, just the navigation
Mm-hmm.
part. So I'm gonna just say inspect, and you will see why we're taking away this rewards balance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say, let's make it an iPhone, just because a lot of us have. So you can already see the rewards balance gets in the way.
That's an iPhone 5. Can we make it for an iPhone that's a little newer? No?
Well,
Doesn't matter.
Do you guys have? Well, I don't know. You want to make an X?
Let's make it 6, 7, 8 plus.
Okay,
I don't know.
just a little bit
A
bigger.
little bit bigger.
And we're also working on the sizing of the photos. We're getting used to this. We're
Mm-hmm.
learning this with you all.
Mm-hmm.
But for the navigation, it's this little menu up here with the 3 lines. You click on that, and you see these little plus signs. But you see also
This
the rewards.
balance
It's
is
just
covering-
it's in the way.
Yeah, so that's why it's going away.
So if you wanted to go to projects, all you would do is click on the little plus sign, and you still have your filtration there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could click on projects, and it takes you to projects.
Mm-hmm.
You go back.
Now on the other side, if you wanted to see your shopping cart,
Mhm.
you just click on the cart.
Click on the cart.
And if you want to scroll and see it's there,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to scroll from the top banner as well, the top banner scrolls too, I think, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, there it goes.
There are little arrows,
Mhm.
or they're supposed to be anyways, but yeah.
So you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Shop.
yep.
Still have all of your
Mhm.
stuff.
And we're sorry that the cart isn't live, so we can't show you. We can't show them where to
Well,
put
you know
coupon
what?
codes, can we?
Let me see. Let me get out of this view. I just wanted to show you guys that really, really quick so you could kind of get a feel for. Okay, let's go to check. You see, it's not there anymore.
Right? See, it goes in and out. Well, yeah. There will be no reviews on the site.
No. Okay, so let's add to cart. Okay, do you want to add a note?
Bead shop is awesome.
Check
Okay.
out.
Let's see if it's live. So exciting.
Yay!
Yeah.
Perfect.
So see, you still put, the checkout still looks almost exactly the same,
Mm-hmm.
right? You put in your gift card or your discount code, you choose, all this, you choose your shipping, all that stuff. So the gift card, it's Rose 20, right?
Or for today.
Well, today, but those may or may not be on our favorites.
Oh yeah.
Right? So let's
Well,
use,
Angelite I think is in mine.
Is
In
it?
mine. I think
Okay.
so. It
and
might
Rose
be.
20 wouldn't qualify because we haven't done our $50 minimum, but so it's exactly the same as you do this.
And I don't think you signed up for the newsletter
Mm-mm.
on this one, so this might not.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay.
And so then on mobile, Karen, will it show where to add the coupon code? Because I know a few of you have problems. It's a little bit different on mobile to add the coupon code.
Okay, so we have show cart summary, and that's
There
where it
it
would
is.
go.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to make sure. A lot of stuff is indicated by the little arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So just click on it, and it pops right down, and that's where you would
That's
enter
where you
your
put
code.
that. Yeah, the code.
And you could do gift card,
Mm-hmm.
and a coupon code.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just
so
not
that's
more
all in
than
there.
one discount code.
Great.
But it's all here. And then
Okay.
shipping and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. There it is. So let's go back to the homepage. I don't know, we've gotten some really great feedback. I think people really love the Pinterest mood idea. The episode notes will still, if you go to projects, let's make sure to show you where those episode
Let's
notes
do
are.
this one 'cause I
Yeah,
know.
kimono cord. If you guys don't know about the episode notes, and I know that many of you do, click on the episode note button there. Episode notes are kind of like the class handouts for our live broadcasts on Wednesdays. So these, I know many of you download them already and use them, but you can see on the very first page, Andrea writes these up, and they're really terrific. She does a great job. They're all linked, so you can hyperlink to everything. If you don't want to watch the chit chat, you can go right to minute marker 1430 and then minute marker 2400 to get to the project. And then what Drea does, let's scroll through this one because I don't know if we've scrolled through one lately. It's really just like the cliff notes of the episode, and you just kind of scroll along. You can read through. You can see here's some of the photos that Barandoin takes during the episode. So they're like, little photos in the handout. And then Janice, you can see Drea has the minute marker where the info happens. And you can see also
that's
she
nice.
has right here the skill builders that were used that
Mm-hmm.
you can go there. So these episode notes,
Oh, it takes you.
yeah,
on
it takes
that.
you back. Yeah.
Okay.
And the episode notes are really what go hand and hand and hand with the broadcast. So I know that some of you ask, you're like, well, is there a handout for this project? If you hang tight for about a week after the project, the episode notes go up, and this really is the project, the handout for the project. So as we continue to scroll, you can see there's usually some kind of project map that happens for both of those, both of the projects that go. And then we just continue on. And then at the very end, there's stuff that we need to know. There's cute candid photos. There's links that you need to know, events, stuff like that. And so all of that lives in the episode notes. So, and then the project ingredients are there. So Drea really does an incredible job. And what also Drea added to this one, we'd talked about it in the broadcast, Faye's beautiful necklace that she did with the kimono cord, and there is the link. And I think there might even be one more link to this. There's Allie's, her Road to Happiness is there. And
That's cool.
you can, isn't it? It's such a gorgeous one. And you guys, as of right this very moment, that orange kimono cord is in stock. Some of it's out of stock, and I'm ordering it more today. But that orange cord is in stock. Isn't it gorgeous?
They both are.
Yeah, I love both of them, and both of that kimono cord. Anything else? One, and there's Danielle's. Look at that. It only gets
Design
better.
team for the win.
Yeah, design team for the win, right? So episode notes are kind of, I don't know, they're kind of like the hidden gem sometimes that people don't always see the richness that's in these. You could download episode. How many episodes of Bead Shop Live have we done? Over 100, and over probably 2/3 of those.
And just
have
videos
episode notes,
alone.
and just the videos alone. So there is a
It's a
ton
gold mine.
of reference in there. Such a gold mine.
One
in
day
there.
it'll be worth
I know.
millions of dollars.
That's right. And look at this. Look at Danielle's. Look at that piece. I
Those
I
the
can't
drops?
take it. Those are the drops. Check drops. Look at how pretty they are.
That's a nice.
I can't
way
take
to-
it. It's a nice way. Well, I sent the design team the idea behind this. I sent the design team some of our stuff, And I was like, I don't know, I'm going to throw the drops in. And she took them and ran. I just love it. And she used the gypsy leather, right? It was great.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And she stitched it
on. Yeah, which is great. So.
Oh.
Hana Pebble. Tina, Hana Pebble will be back in. I think Cara just ordered it like yesterday, I think. Put yourself on the notification list. And if something, let me put this out there to you. If you've been looking for something and it hasn't been in stock for a few weeks, and you're like, hey, why isn't this in stock? Shoot me an email, kate@beadshop.com. It may just have fallen off my radar. So I always appreciate your little nudges. So don't hesitate. You can email Drea. Yep, those are in that. Look at that kimono cord. How delicious it looks. It's gorgeous. Gorge. So beautifully done. I did want to, we're almost at the end of our broadcast. What, Karen's giving me
one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you click on your account, you can also log out here.
Oh, okay.
You can also view your addresses. So you can add
a new address there.
And edit your information here.
So if you were shipping, like let's say I was going to go to my cousin's and I wanted to have my stuff shipped right to my cousin, I would just add her address here. And so you can choose the different addresses when you log out.
Yeah, so you set as default. And
there was also a question we've had sometimes.
your orders.
The orders. Will you talk about that a little bit?
You know what? Let me see if I can log into. I'm gonna log out of yours.
Yep. Log out of.
Can I borrow the keyboard?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna bring it over to me just real quick.
Yes,
I'm bringing it to me. Hey everybody. I also stay tuned while Karen is doing that. Right before the end of the broadcast, I want to go over some of our just in stuff with you because as you can see, my earrings. Some of you, when you guys follow me on Insta, I was doing some flush setting with these, and I used these fossil beads here. We've just gotten them in stock. We've got them in this kind of rusty brown color, and we've also got it in an aqua. So these are in stock, but I want to show you these. So they're a great focal for an earring, and we're going to be carrying more of these very specialized, I guess I want to say, beautiful check glass beads, and we're going to sell them by the bead. They'll be a great value, but you won't have to buy a whole strand. You can just buy them by the bead if you like. So
just don't look at my address, people.
Well, do you want to take it out of your account so people don't have your address there?
Well, it's just so they can see the orders.
Right. Shall I cover it?
Yeah.
I'm going to cover it with the beading all like that, so no
you
one.
Never know who's
so
watching.
You never know who's watching, and we'll turn it.
But
there we go. Go ahead, Bran.
This is a glitch that's on our current site. A lot of you have said that this has just been jarbled. Well, now with the new site,
you'll see the order history, how pretty it looks. And Karen, if I may ask, there was a question. If you click on that order number, can you reorder items from there? You can. So you can.
There's no like reorder button, but you can click.
So let's click on one of those. So it could go right to that, and then you could just re-add it to your order. So orders should be a lot easier to deal with that way. So that glitch, you guys, is fixed. So just hang tight. We will have them. All right. So I guess, Karen,
is there anything?
Should we show some new products just real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Let's get that.
You have it
before we
and our little banner thingy.
There we go. Thank you. So what we've got here, thanks, Bran. We've got some new. I don't know. Can we tilt this down? You go ahead and tilt it, maybe, and we can see it right there.
Oops, wrong way.
I want to show you guys. We just thought we'd have some fun with the new product so you guys could see it. we have some new things, and you saw the wonderful photographs that Karen did for these guys. She did, let me go back here so I can see so I can see the comments. There we go. We've got beautiful new pieces from Tiara Cast, and these we're calling the Hibiscus Collection, and there are 2 little drops that we've gotten. Do you want to grab one up too, Karen? We've got the big one and the little one. These are called the Hibiscus Drop and the Little Hibiscus Drop. The Little Hibiscus Drop is obviously the little one. And these are really fun. They come in antique silver, copper, and antique gold. We've got those. And then when Tiara Cast sent me this collection, it's the Hand of Hibiscus that we're calling it. When they sent me this collection, you can see the front and the back. I lost it. I love these hands. You love these hands too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think they'd make a great earring. And you could make one with the earring hand going one way and the other one going the other way. I think it would be cool. And Tiara Cast has a new product designer. She's been there for about a year actually now. We've been planning, I'll tell you guys a little something, we've been planning a field trip to Tiara Cast. And now that kind of the new site and we're kind of calmed down a little bit more, we're gonna play around with, we're gonna get up to Tiara Cast and play around with them for a little bit, so you guys will see some fun things coming from them. There's a question here about, do you get new things and put on the website on certain days, or is it random? Good question, Ginger. Tuesdays are usually our new product release days, right, Karen?
Tuesday midnight.
Tuesday at midnight? Or no, Monday at midnight. Well, Tuesday at 12:01 a.m. is when it happens. And then sometimes if we have a special release, like if we're doing a Kate's Mix or whatever, we'll release that on Friday at 12:01 a.m. And there may or may not be something coming up this Friday. So open your newsletters because it's going to be good.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And there was another question. Are they doing away with brass and using gold instead? So Cindy, what the components from Tiara Cast, they're actually, whoops, let me grab this again. They're actually made out of a high quality pewter is what they're made of. And then they're plated. So most of Tiara Cast's pieces underneath are what's known as a Britannium pewter. And then the plating goes over the top. And so they have an antique gold, antique silver. Sometimes they have a shiny silver, shiny gold. They have a copper. And they don't have copper in all of their finishes and all of their products now. But we have been urging them to do some fun things in copper. And they've added these guys. And here are the new buttons, too.
Does she mean like, because I think in Bali button we have brass and antique gold.
Oh, it's the antique brass. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think that's what she's saying.
Some of the new things, thank you, Karen, for clarifying. Yes, these hands don't come in the antique brass finish. They come in the antique gold. That's right. That's right. So like the Bali button, indeed, is the antique brass. So some of these new things. Let's see. And I'm looking here. Yeah, that's what she meant, the plating. Yeah. And here's the button. Look at that button. It's called, we call it the Fragrant Blossom. I gave this Fragrant Blossom button to Brittany, and she's using this on the West County cuff that she's doing for us in July. So you're going to see this used on that piece, which is really exciting. So, and then Karen, one of your new favorites is here.
I love this button so much.
Look at that. Isn't it nice? It's a check glass button. It's a smaller one, so this will be great on a wrap. I actually got it in for one of the curated boxes I'm doing, and it was a little small. So we decided to add it to our product mix, which we love. So it's a tiny. It's beautiful on a wrap. I do too.
But I think this with the kimono cord and Allie's project that she did.
Yeah, with that. wrapping.
Is my
It'll be
hand
gorgeous.
not? I don't
It's
know.
not. Brandon's following you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
there
not
we
seeing
go.
this in real time, which is great.
Yeah, these
there
are
you go.
the red
Isn't it
Picasso
gorgeous?
is nice.
Yeah. And then we also have some other buttons here, Karen. We've got a new wheel button.
The wheel.
And a wheel, like we like to say. It's white bronze, which is gorgeous. I mean, come on now. And
I think the backs in these are also.
yeah, are really saturated with color. We've got the wheel in teal with gold and white bronze with jet. Those are incredible. And Allie uses these in her Trails End, which is just gorgeous. These, we still had some, I don't know, earlier today, but we'll get them in. If they sell out, don't worry, we'll have them back in. You can find all of these items right in our Just In category. But this silvery white bronze, go look at it online because the color is amazing. And then we've got some new beads. You can see the ones that I'm using, that I used in the earring, which is these guys here.
These.
The fossil, and those are fossil, we call it earth is the brown, and ocean is the aqua. And those aqua ones, I think, are just, they have that slight gold on them, which is, I think, just delicious. And those wheel buttons, those were 27 millimeter. They're pretty big. But these guys have a nice generous sized hole, so they're really easy to string. And we sell them by the piece, so you guys don't have to buy a whole strand.
There's a nice glitter to it.
Yeah,
too.
I love them. And you can see I used them again. I used them in that earring right there, which I love. And then last but not least, this you do have to buy by the strand. And we're calling these the red Opaline Scarab. Now this scarab bead, you guys, is truly old school bead shop. We carried this bead way back in the day, and j'adore them. I just think that they are gorgeous. And so those we decided just to keep by the strand, and they have kind of a carnelian feel to them, so they're really, really pretty. I love them. Love them, love them. They have a very kind of Art Deco, kind of 20s feel to them when all of that Egyptorama was happening with the discovery of King Tut's tomb back in the early 20s. So it's gorgeous. Cindy, the scarabs that I found, I only found them in that color. So I hope to get them in other colors, but right now the only one we found was that red opaline. But I hope to get them because I just adore them. Okay, I guess